on up here, but she could look out and see everything down there, waiting to see if the husband would come back alive. And this is pure marble, honeycomb design. So we've gone up another level. And great palace right there. That's once again the palace, or the spot where the women would sit. See them looking out for their husbands. That's the garden area. In a second we're going to go up to the older area of the palace, but this is the king's summer palace. And it'll be summer. He was explaining how the Indians knew about air conditioning long before we did. This copper pipe would have white water piped in. Then there are little tiny holes in it where some of the water would drip down onto curtains that it would make wet. And then the breeze would blow through, producing cool air. And then the water would be scented. So you got nice scented, air-conditioned air into the king's summer palace. Let's take a look in here. Good looking once again. More mirrors on the ceilings. Absolutely wonderful. And this is where the king's 12 wives each had their own apartment. There, you can see this whole area. Over on the sides were different apartments too, and one down there. So we're inside one of the apartments of one of the queens. You can't see it all, but you can only imagine how lush and opulent it must have been. Paintings on the walls, there was full carpet on the floors. There's a bathtub in the center with underground drainage. So this is probably one of the favorites of the queens. And everywhere on all the walls there were paintings. It was lush. Of course, most of it is gone now, but this was a beautiful apartment. She could also have her kids in here. So there were 12 of these for each of the queens. So now we leave the fort. So we're going in through. Which gate did you say this was called?
Zorawar Singh Gate.
Okay.
Zorawar Singh Gate, one of the 8 entrances to 18th century Jaipur.
Okay. So here we're going through the gates.
We now are in 18th century Jaipur. Welcome to it.
Okay, thank you.
City very well laid out and planned. Main streets are very broad. In fact, 111 feet or 33 meters wide. Main roads, by-lanes, bisect each other at right angles. So normally one can never get lost here.
Good. A simple city.
Presuming you were blindfolded, left in any part of Jaipur, and your blindfold removed, all you do is take the first by-lane, walk down it, and you'll come to main road. So if you're entertaining ideas of getting lost in India, you should keep that experience for some other city. Because you're going to waste your time.
Can't get lost.
Now when our city was first built, people painted whatever colors they wanted on their homes. But when a king called Ram Singh II comes on the throne, he wanted his city to be different, beautiful. He had experimented with various colors. Finally decided the pink color was the most suited. Because it helped to absorb the glare of the sun.
Right.
And so in the year 1876, he had passed a law requiring every citizen to have his house painted pink. And that's how Jaipur has become famous as the Pink City. It is painted pink, it's not built of a pink sandstone. Talking of the...
So now we're in downtown Jaipur at this restaurant called Indiana. It's very nice. It's kind of away from the outside. Sometimes they have dances in here in the evening, but we're eating outside of the sun. So we're in this nice little shaded area with my guide Eugene, the driver. So we have like a chicken curry, garlic bread, rice, with a spinach dish, something with spinach in it.
Yes.
Lentils.
Mixed vegetables.
Mixed vegetables.
And that's dal, lentils.
All right. Very nice. Okay, we are at Jantar Mantar, one of the oldest observatories, I think, in the world. Probably the oldest one in India. We're probably going to go up there, but we won't be observing any stars at this time of day. And you can see that's there, built in 1728. There's a huge sundial. Okay, I just got a wonderful program there from Eugene. He explained all of this place. I didn't get it all on tape. Better not to. I'll get a book and try to explain what I can. But anyway, this place is called Jantar Mantar, and it was built by another one of the Maharajas, and it looks like a big playground, but what it is, it's a royal observatory, and this man was brilliant in astronomy, years ahead of his time. What we have here and over there are sundials, and Tony or Eugene already showed me how incredibly accurate they are in showing the position of the sun and the exact time. I'll take you over there in a second. He basically looked at the those things over there, those people are, show the position of the sun, and he is able to look at that without looking at a watch and tell me what time it was, and it was correct. So this here is the sundial where he was showing me the exact time that it was. I can't do exactly how he did it, but basically the time that I have is about 20 after 3 now. There's 3, and it's 27 minutes off. I can't exactly explain it exactly, but he got it down to about 2 minutes of my watch. So what we have is each one of these is 5 minutes. Each one of those is 1 minute. Divides them into thirds at 20 seconds. And it had the exact accurate time.
45, 50, 51, 52, 52 and 27. 52 and 27. 77 minus 60, 17 past 3 is the time in your watch. You can take your watch. 17 minutes past 3 is the time.
Excellent. But this piece here is an interesting little thing that he made up. If you're ever looking for the northern star, you're supposed to get on your knees right at this spot, kneel down, and you look up at this angle, and it will always find the northern star for you. Just don't know how. It's all in the angle of degrees that everything is at. I think it has to be 27 degrees, which is the angle the northern star is at. Don't ask me how they knew that hundreds of years ago, but they did. So this instrument shows whether they're in the northern, whether the heavenly bodies are in the northern or the southern hemisphere of the earth. Over to here, it's a really amazing one that he'd explained a bit of to me, and it was, this one helps to find all the planets, the heavenly bodies, and it was interesting how it does it. Let's see if I can remember some of what he explained. You can see a bright section, I think about right there. That's the northern star. If you go further down, that's the city of Jaipur that we're in. So they have a direct line between the two. And then there's some Sanskrit writing, which we can't see as well, but it shows each planet. So what you do is you find one planet, like typically we can find Mars or Venus, and then you line that up with this thing, and then you're able after that to find all the rest of the planets. They're automatically in line. I don't understand how that worked or how they're able to do that, but this thing tells you exactly